Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the official ARK podcast number 221. My name's Coach Mistletoad, and I'm here live with the core team. Your host for tonight, as always, the one and only Mr. Atlas. Please take it away, sir.
Hello, folks. Welcome back to another edition of the ARK Daily Podcast. This is Thursday, June 9th. And as our great admin in charge here, Mr. Mistletoad, the coach, has said, number 221. Time is flying, and boy, is it a special day here on this Friday. We have finally, folks, seen the light at the end of the tunnel. Another analogy would be that we have crossed through the eye of the hurricane and have officially, folks, come out on the other side. Smooth ocean, smooth sailing is ahead. The wind is at our back. Our sails are intensely being pushed forward, and the evidence is right before our eyes. We can witness that the buys and the sells for the first time in so many days have balanced out. Happy days are ahead. Let me take a quick look and share with you what it's looking like. We had a buy volume of $9.3 thousand and a sell volume of 9.1. So, folks, we are officially giving the space, the opportunity for those 130,000 ArkFi tokens that we're taking out of the wallets back into the vault, the virtual burn. The brakes have been put off, but the buys had to come in, and it's happening. So now I think we're in a fantastic position, pay attention, to find our range, our bottom. Create that foundation, the strong ILC, the strong pancake swap levels, that we can maintain our course. Our liabilities have gone down immensely from a price range of 571, 573 to come down to $1 where we are right now has taken a ton of pressure off, and it's created an amazing opportunity for folks to add to their positions, to come back to the 2% positive NDV, just printing, getting those returns all over again. Round two. As Brett already said, it's like the relaunch. But we have to defend this level. We have to fight for this level, folks. This is not the time to drag your feet and sit around and wait to see what happens. We've given enough time. We've done enough optimization. We've taken enough tokens out of the system that there's nothing stopping us except our own fear or inaction. And the fear, to be clear, has been eliminated with the optimization of the foundation. Doing it in a manner that has not hurt any of the investors. On the contrary, it's provided a fantastic opportunity to stay there, but has taken away the exposure to the panic bank run scenario that put us in this position in the first place. So from every angle, we see that the glass is half empty. But from every angle, we see that it's just right, perfect spot, that it's half full, and we can stabilize right here. We can bring our utilities online. We're going to go on those AMA tours. We're going to push ARK like we did before the launch, during the launch. We're going to go out there and we're going to win hearts and minds. And we're going to be known again for the stable, constant, faithful, a bit slow and a bit boring when you compare it to the PayPay. But last I checked, all of those folks that got distracted and put on their moon boots and their helmets, and were dancing on the tables, popping champagne bottles. Listen, the high majority of them came way too late, and they got wrecked.
Oh,
They're
Atlas,
crying.
I'm just getting some crackle pop there.
All right, give me a second here. Let me go ahead and try one quick thing.
Sparks are flying.
Is that any? Are we back into Crystal Audio?
No,
Give me a
it's
test.
a little matrix.
Hello?
Yeah, no.
Oh, the Matrix might be something else. Hold on a second. But you want to go ahead and do your piece?
Yeah.
I'll have to log back in.
That's great. Thanks, Atlas. And yeah, it's great to see the balance return. And we saw the rally over in the secret DAO. Everybody, chipping in, trying to hold this level. And I think, once we see the stability back in the price chart and we start laying this foundation at this point, I think, onwards and upwards. So it was I think a big combination of things. We appreciate the buys. We appreciate the content creators that have kind of kept pushing and seeing what's happening here and taking the time to really understand the roadmap and what we're building. All the hard work from the team, as well as the community just rowing in the same direction. But also the people that fell to 0.5%, we can't leave them out of the equation either. We appreciate them taking a lot of the pressure off. And and these cycles will occur, heavy buy, heavy sell. And that's the ROI DApp game. And I think that, even if we have the utilities in place, we're going to see cycles. And we've always talked about that, this dynamic price range concept. The ILC can only do so much, but it's going to protect itself. Now we see it stabilizing the price, as well as the ARK Vault is still very healthy. I think we're over 275,000 ARK in the ARK Vault. I haven't looked at it in a few hours, but that position is very impressive. Even though we've had so many sells and we've had a lot of people, moving their ARK either over to the pre-seed round or into the LSA, those are all going into the ARK Vault. So we've seen kind of a replenishing, and I think that was an important event in that not all those ARK that were being sold were going into the liquidity pool, which we know would cause minting and further saturation of the ARK token into the ecosystem. And so as we're seeing, buyers retract and sellers dominate for a short period of time, I think it's important that we try to do those concepts and we take those advantage of creating new things that can take not only the sell pressure off, but then also move those ARK back into the ARK Vault and protect the tax system. So yeah, I think weathering the storm and then also putting ourselves in a better position to now rally and grow again, like you said, sort of a relaunch situation. But now we're going to have these utilities in place. Very, very close. Alex was working tirelessly this morning. I was just following all the DMs and everything back and forth with the banking side of things. He did mention in the secret DAO to several people that, that's the kind of the slow point right now is just getting the communication between ourselves and the bank and the final hookups of the on and off ramps. That's really the kind of the slow point that we're facing at the moment. But how these breakthroughs happen, all of a sudden we wake up one day and it's done. So we're very, very close, very imminent for the on and off ramps. And we've had a ton of meetings today about the DVPN, ArkNet, all of those things. We're really starting to turn the cranks on that. And that's going to be the next wave here as we look to bring more utility through the DVPN, as well as start to push ArkNet and get to the point where we can have a solid white paper and begin the pre-sale. Atlas, yesterday you mentioned the Telegram. I believe that's going to be closed as well. You have to have a pre-seed wallet. Is that the case to get into the Telegram for the ArkNet?
No, as of right now, we're not going to set it up that way. Okay. It's going to be open. The folks know who they are, and we're going to let everybody in because, at this point, there's going to be other opportunities. You're going to have folks that didn't get in that are going to want the information, and they want to stay up to date with everything that's developing in ArkNet.
Great. Yeah. And so I think with this kind of finding our floor and searching for a new dynamic range here, I think that we're going to start some promotions. We've talked about, we have quite a few tokens in the treasury that we have at our disposal. They've been there since launch. So if you have ideas, and Jashawn, I do owe you a message back. I read through your DM, and I just want to get through that and give you a good response. But if we have ways or ideas that people can think of that aren't going to cause price depreciation or things like that, we have ARK at our disposal to really ramp things up, to give some incentives for content creators, promotions, also for buying events and things like that. So keep those in mind. And if people have ideas and they want to contribute, we're very open to that. Put it into the main TG, and it might spark some interest and some ideas start flowing. And you never know, we could come up with some great ideas for ways to utilize that ARK that's sitting there in many different ways. So I guess I'll pass it back over to you. Is there anything else you want me to cover?
No, that's perfect. Thank you so much, Brett. Very, very exciting day. We've been waiting for this day to come. We wish that, of course, we could have the utilities plugged in, but there's just a reality that we have to work within the bounds and the means of the banking system and our banking partners. But as soon as that's there, I know the wave that's coming. I know how effective we are when we go on our tours and AMA. But right now, I think that the key here is for folks to continue with their onboarding and continue with the message. We are officially making a statement here that this is now what we've been waiting for, to see really the effect of putting the brakes on the sales. Not by limiting people, not by shutting them out, not by putting crazy limits, 5 ARK. I mean, some people were even suggesting to us, put a 2 ARK per day sell. My friends, that's not what we are here to do. We're not going to betray our community. We love our community. We love our investors. And we have so much to build. There's such a great journey that we're going to share together, that we have to let the rules stay and remain constant. We have to honor our commitments. And it's very important that we follow that and do everything else we can in a fair manner, where we're creating that even playing field for every investor to see the opportunity, to eliminate the fear of the bank runs. And for those folks who have never invested, they're going to have a new place to start. And there's going to be so much, safety and security that's been established. We've plugged up the holes, and it is an absolutely fantastic endeavor that's here. And we're seeing the results. We're witnessing it happen here live. And there's no looking back, but it's really up to everyone. We know we have a very large community. We had a meeting today about putting the sweep widget also on the D app, so we can get more folks involved in that aspect. We're seeing also a bit of a slowdown with the content from our creators. We understand there hasn't been a lot to say. I think everybody's been waiting to see the day where we get the balance, and we're seeing it very clearly here. We're landing at $1. This is a great place to consolidate, folks. This is the time to start creating the content again. We don't have really anything that we can show even for today's all aboard, so we're going to put a pause on that. We're going to direct the sweep widget to really concentrate the focus of the community to comment on all of the videos. I mean, it doesn't have to be all. There's 220 something already there. But let's start promoting. Let's start growing that YouTube presence. We're also going to be working within the next week on a lot of optimization, the possibility of starting to do a live stream over on YouTube, as we have been granted the approval with all of the features, including live streaming and posting every day more than the limit of the 10 videos per day. So we've crossed that. So we're going to integrate and we're going to upgrade a lot of what we're doing here to be more effective, as it's time now. We have a new story to tell. We have a new sustainable, level to hold. And if we do a very good job of it, we're going to be able to grow from here. We've seen what happens when the tables are turned and there's more buys than sells. We know what price is doing. So it's taking into consideration all the liabilities. It's taking into consideration what's happening on the Pancake Swap liquidity, what's happening on the ILC, We are in a very safe zone. We've got a war chest of reserves here between both of those liquidity pools to pull through and to change the narrative and to shift in the right direction. So absolutely amazing, absolutely fantastic. Let's take a look at some of the analytics here, folks, for the day. And I would assume the microphone's sounding okay, Mr. Toad?
Yep, you're sounding good.
All right, let's go ahead and look at those stats. We're seeing 5,429 total ARK Vault accounts, 190,619 BUSD in liquidity on PancakeSwap. IOC reserves 294,790 BUSD. ARK price is at 101. We need to hold. We don't want to fall below, folks. This is the place. We gotta really hunker down and do everything we can to fight for our project, to fight for that stable price. When people see a stable price happening, I think that's where the whole narrative really shifts, and the opportunity is very clear. Like our great friend here, Mistletoe, said, instead of spending $570 to get in a position, you can get the same amount of ARK tokens for $100. I mean, that's a no-brainer, as Coach Brad likes to say, and it is very, very clear. So smart money, this is the time to add. New investors, this is the time to come in. So call those folks that have been waiting on the sidelines. We've, I think, been very transparent and clear to tell folks, hey, be careful. Let's wait for things to start leveling out. Let's patch up the contracts and optimize what we can without changing the rules and tying people into a position where they don't have choices. We have the LSA, which is an absolutely fantastic product, working your way to the legacy NFTs, which is the partnership here, and they are printing every single day. I mean, those NFTs, as we go out and show off these products, folks are going to want to tap into those legacy NFTs. When you understand, we're seeing messages happening today directly from Binance to their customers, talking about not having the fiat on and off ramps. We've been telling this to you folks. We've been building to step into the market and offer to millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of investors all over the world, a banking system, a way that you can save, a way that you can get that high return on investment over in the vault. We still have the foundation. It's going to pay out amazingly. You have the legacy NFTs. So when we go out there and we start to create the revenue from these products, because they are needed, I don't think there's one person here or anywhere in crypto, or probably even in traditional finance, that can what's happening today and agree that the ARK has made the right decisions of where to put their money, where to put their focus, what to build to bring back revenue into our system. And I just want to really commend and applaud here the team, applaud also the community for following us in this journey. And now you're seeing that we're exactly at the right place at the right time. Regardless of what price is doing, it's not the price that's going to make us. It's going to take us to the next level. It's everything coming together at exactly the right time. So we're here to seize the day. It's an amazing opportunity that's here before us, and so much stuff that you've seen in your roadmap, and you're understanding clearly what's happening. So as they say, folks, let's get this crypto. Here we go.
Let's get this crypto.
Oh, God damn.
Oh, yeah. Let's get this crypto.
Sheesh. We're excited today. 745.07 ARK. That is what's going to be unleashed here with the beast that is Sparky today. And folks, that is a street value of $752.52. 10% of that is going to the MVP. And their wallet ends in 7F18. Dave brought in 10 referrals for a total of 1,937 BUSD into the system, folks. Big
That's
money
me.
moves. Syndicate. Oh, there he is. The man, the legend. We have found, my friend, we have found for the first time, and you've been a big part of this. Yeah, we're balanced. We have more buys than sells today, and the system's kicking into that dynamic mode. It's happening right here. We're looking at the algorithm. It's understanding that the liabilities have gone down so much here at this price range of $1. And now we can officially give the green light and say, folks, this is the time to rally. This is the time to buy in. We got to fight for this floor. For a lot of the folks that are coming in, I mean, holding this price here, just think from the psychological point, Brandon, it's almost like ArkFi is a stable coin. You know, at the very least, we need to accomplish that. We need to fight for this lever, not 1 inch, not 1 yard back. We have to continue pushing forward. And then as we get the volume, we go out, we do our AMAs, we go out and we do the presentations on Zoom. You're a presenter there, and we bring that volume. We're going to be able to push our price up, but it starts with holding the line here, now, today. Sheesh, let's get this crypto. So pumped, man. Stepping up, buddy. Stepping up.
Well, some of that was me. Some of those tokens were from my own wallets. But yeah, no, I'm happy to see that. And you know, I was one of the folks that got an email from Binance.us just late last night saying, hey, you're no longer going to be able to on and off ramp fiat into crypto. Yeah, it's pretty crappy. And so now more than ever, I personally really need that Terra card and the Air card.
Let's go.
Utilizing that.
Aren't you guys know this
people? Huh?
I'm sorry, I was talking over you. Please continue.
Well, I mean, I'm literally going to need that. And so will millions of other Binance US users. You know, I'm just kind of shocked, but, you know, not only am I going to use that, millions of others are going to use that, but now that's going to generate a ton of revenue for the ILC and the NFT holders, you know?
Exactly. I told you guys. I mean, Brandon, you've been here for months upon months. We've educated. We've gone through the DeFi sessions. We've made our presentations. Everything is documented. Everything is timed. There are always obstacles, especially when you're dealing with banks. But we're dealing with banks in the U.S. We're dealing with banks in Europe. I mean, we're going global with these products, and we cannot force the hand of the masters of the universe. We're sitting at the table. I mean, I don't think people really understand that in order to even sit down at the table, get through the door, and then sit down at the table without being fully regulated, they wouldn't let us in. And we've been able to accomplish that, save over €500,000 and, a 2.5-year waiting list. I mean, who does that? Who gets that? It's not every day. It's not every team that can accomplish that. And we're seeing it play out. And you're putting, again, Brandon, your money where your mouth is. And brother, we're extremely grateful for you and everything you've done. And, you're now happy and elated with everything that's happening. You understand that we were, 10 steps ahead, falling right into the narrative, perfect timing. And the same thing's going to happen crossing over to Polygon, my friend. Same thing. Watch. Witness.
Yeah, I wish I had more dry powder, to be honest. I really do. Honestly, I'm not blowing smoke. I would love to put another 40K.
And just let's go, because you're the engineer, right? And now let's go even further, understanding that Polygon is on that hit list. Let's not be naive. Let's not just, drink the Kool-Aid. We got to analyze every step and every idea. And one great feature here, as we're over in ZK EVM, folks, we are paying our gas in Ethereum. Okay? 0.0000 cent of a dollar. It's almost free. Understanding the respect that Bitcoin's having under regulation and Ethereum to date. Now, are we guaranteed that Ethereum's not going to be on the hit list, that they're not making that whole case against them? I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but at least I think we're putting ourselves, we're shielding our liquidity, we're shielding ourselves. ArkNet, ArkG, it's going to have such a bright future. I mean, gold plated, sir, all the way, 24 karat, 9999999, right? It's a beautiful thing that is right here. We're sitting on diamonds, folks. That's right. But not on the pointy ends, because yeah, maybe that could be a little dangerous to be sitting on the pointy side of the diamonds. On the flat surface. Oh, brother, we always have a good time here, don't we, brother?
Absolutely.
Man, have I got a smile on my face. So many customers, and it brings back the whole motto here. We need a bigger boat. And we're going to set the standard. Go ahead.
We're just getting a little bit of snap, crackle, pop there.
Oh, man, why is this happening again?
Dang, Mike.
Sheesh. Yeah, and we moved everything around here. Let me try to do the quick fix first. Because, dude, I'm so excited. I'm like banging the table, and I'm.
We can hear.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped. Oh, did that fix her? Hello. Checking 1, 2, 3.
Test 1, 2.
1, 2, 1, 2. Let's get this crypto. All right, thank you for that. Okay, I'm gonna keep my hands on my knees, try not to bang around, and get that excitement. Maybe I'll start clapping instead of banging stuff around. Boy, just pumped. So, when I got that, actually, shout out to Florida Realtor. I don't know if he's in the room with us, but he sent that. I was in bed already, and I saw that, and it was like, man, we need a bigger boat. And we're going to need a bigger ZKVM, and we're going to need a bigger amount of validators in the system and folks that are coming into ArkNet and participating and earning through their participation in the whole network, whether that's the storage, whether that's the DVPN, great meetings about DVPN. I mean, everything is moving in its own direction. We're integrating with the banks. We're doing some testing. Okay, waiting for them to get back. Okay, let's go and spend some time over here on the DVPN, talking with some specialists. It never ends. It never stops. I mean, look at the hour. We're here at the podcast all day, finding the cheapest way to bridge from BUSD on Binance Smart Chain to USDT on Polygon, testing, understanding the risk. I mean, quite amazing. Love every second of this journey.
Hey, just to clarify, Atlas, that's the NFT legacy investment fund that we're moving, not the liquidity.
Thank you. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for pointing that out. We want to be certain that everybody understands. We have over $715,000 sitting there in BUSD, and we want to make sure to secure that in USDT, but not on Binance. And it's not a panic move. It's just being safe, and we all have heard that better safe than sorry. This is investor funds. We have to protect them. So we're locking them up in a new safe, but there's always fees with transferring that. And, you're using these DEXs and these bridges. You cannot just do a 750K transaction. If that gets hung up, let's just not even say the word. So we're doing it in small little tranches, very slow, very methodical. And today we're testing out different bridges and seeing the speed, the quality, and of course, the price. Everything has to fit that. Do we have any comments, any questions, folks? Super bullish day here.
Wanted to say after today, Air is going to upload the roadmap presentation onto YouTube. So everyone will be able to share it around. If no one has Telegram, you'll be able to share it with your Discord friends or whoever. So that's going to be awesome.
He's been working, burning the candle on both ends, way into the morning. He's writing me, "Hey, I've got to this level." So, that's another great announcement. Thank you for bringing that up, Mr. Toad. We have really reached already the benchmark of having all of our content put on the YouTube for everyone to see, all 200. Let me just confirm what number we are at now. Number 215. That's the last one. Let me refresh, because I know the man's been like a 2-ton man on top of a tuna fish can, trying to break on through and bring us to the latest edition of our videos. Okay, we have 220. So, my friends, that means that this podcast is the next one to come, and we're recording it here live. So we are caught up, and now starts the magic to happen on the YouTube. We're going to focus the sweep widget. We're going to focus all aboard to get the likes and the comments and start to push those algorithms. I was searching today for ArkFi. There's a lot of room to push all of our content, as well as our great content creators, to the top. So we're going to be working very, very hard on that. And we ask for your participation. But great to see. That's quite a feat. I think as we go out to talk with launch pads, VCs, real world investors, first thing they do is look at your socials, look at what's happening in your presence on YouTube. They'll come into the Telegram. They'll come into the Discord. What's it like? Is it toxic? We want to really, give a lot of respect and appreciation to all of the community for keeping it clean. We know it's been a rough couple of days. And at the same time, we understand that this is a long-term project, and you're not really losing. You're still earning, you're printing. And if you're smart, buying at this price it's a no-brainer. Just, putting it's more than the nitro boost of the Spark if we were to really think about it. It's a massive, massive nitro boost that you could do naturally, and bringing the friends in, they're going to enjoy. If and when we have fantastic upside, it's just going to make it better and better and better. But let's go for what's absolutely needed, not wanted. And what we need right now is to hold this fantastic price range, because ILC is on fleek, folks. Yes, it is. Massive support, and we're going to witness it. But those buys need to remain, and they need to stabilize, take advantage of the low self-pressure that's really happening right now. And again, a shout out to all of the great investors who dropped to 0.5% forever in the purgatory. What a great place to be, but they will not be able to join us. They can't take advantage of this price right now and bring their account back to the optimum level, printing every single day at 2%. They just can't do it. I'm sorry. You played yourself, as they say. Yesterday's opportunity is not today's opportunity for them, but it is for all of us to enjoy. Questions, comments, folks?
I got a quick comment, kind of suggestion.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's kind of involving everything we kind of said today, with no all aboard, and then Brett saying that there's some ARK that's available, and then pushing out the sweep widget to every user of the app. There's a lot of shorts that people have done, and we never really show the shorts, so we could consider consolidating some of the shorts and kind of having like a short all aboard. But in line with that, we could run a short contest, but you could push it out to the whole app advertising the contest, but make the theme of the contest that you have to pick an item from the roadmap and make a short about your favorite item on the roadmap. So you could kind of promote the roadmap at the same time. So folks would be hit with it, encouraged to, I guess, participate in the contest, because we would have an incentive. And then at the same time, those folks maybe not be familiar with the roadmap, and you could promote the roadmap and a link to the YouTube version of it in the same contest kind of advertisement. And then at the end of it, we would have a prize, maybe something like the ARK stuff that Brett said that's available, and then just make it in short format.
Yeah, I've actually today spent some time, as I said before, looking at the YouTube and what's working. And the shorts are getting so many more views than just the regular videos. This is a common trend, and we need to capitalize on that. We need to go all in with the shorts, and then combining that with the sweep widget and the community, and getting that on the D app on the front page where it's in your face. Hey, come and win X amount of ARK at these fantastic pricing would be, I think, a very positive strategic move. So we could start getting those numbers up over there for sure.
Hey, Coach.
I like it.
You don't need.
I mean, Captain. Nice.
1 second. Let Jashawn finish his thought. And this is very important.
No, I think that was pretty much it. I think in my thought process, if you made it themed and then you kind of, I guess, force participants to engage with the roadmap and then focus on a utility that's coming out, I think you kind of like check a bunch of boxes there. But that's just kind of my idea on it. But I'd like to see some of the shorts because I watched one today, I think, in the sweep widget. And there are a lot of real creative shorts that are out there. And they're just a very quick watch. And as far as like encouraging people and more creators, it's less effort to do a short. So we might get more creators involved if we started them out with shorts.
Yes, sir. No, we love that. I like that idea of focusing on the roadmap because there's so many bullish things that are happening here and we're building that as we focus on that, folks will be able to understand that the ARK is different, that we think out of the box, that we're building for the future today. Mr. Nato, go right ahead, sir. All right, I think we lost Nato. Anyone else? Mistletoe. Go ahead, Amanda.
Let's get this ARK.
She said, let's get this ARK.
You got to do the click. Did she snap the fingers?
Let's get this crypto.
Oh, bless her. Fantastic. That was fun. Okay, folks. Mistletoe, it is time for the Wheel of the Toad that we've all been waiting for.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And Jashawn, I just want to say that's an amazing idea. The shorts are super good content. Like I know Johnny, Crypto Unlimited 22, he's just put out a couple shorts just, on a hike, just saying, hey, like, let's get this crypto, kind of just briefly talking about financial freedom and DeFi and ARK and how to get involved. And some of these shorts have gotten thousands and thousands of views. And it only takes, 10 seconds to really record one. And we could even go along with, the Instagram Reels and the TikToks and all of that stuff. So yeah, definitely a great shout out. I think we should definitely do that. But yeah, for everyone that is looking at the wheel, if this is your first time on the podcast, or maybe you just haven't seen the wheel before, every single day that we do the contest for the sweep widget, the all aboard giveaway. This really helps push the algorithm for the ARK, for the content creators, and exactly what we were just talking about, getting the word out there, pushing the algorithm, and getting new people on board to start creating content about crypto, DeFi, and specifically about the ARK. So do be sure to get involved. Every single day we put a new sweep widget link out. It is posted in the main chat. It is pinned in the main chat, in the announcements channel, and in the contest and giveaway topic. It's very easy to find. If you can't ever find it, do be sure to ask, and we'll always repost it for you. Every single day, you just got to click onto that new sweep widget link. It's going to redirect you to a task list. It's going to range from liking, commenting some YouTube videos, clapping up some Medium articles, retweeting some Twitter links. It's very easy to get involved. Once you go through all those lists, once you go through all those tasks, complete them all, your name is going to pop up on this amazing wheel right here. And every single day, we're going to spin it live on the podcast. If we land on your lucky name, then you are going to win $50 to $100 worth of BUSD. It's just that simple. And how we determine the prize is if we have more than 50 people in the podcast, we will boost it up to 100. But we have under 50 people today, so we'll be 50 BUSD. But do make sure to get involved. We will post the new sweep widget link right after the podcast, and make sure to enter every single day.
And all right, sir, on the count of 3, 2, 1.
And congratulations to Coin Builders TV. You've won $50 worth of BUSD. I think they won the other day. Shout out to them.
Oh yeah, it pays to participate. Thank you so much, Mistletoe, and let's go ahead and unleash the spark. It is that time, folks. Mistletoe, let me see if you could confirm in a few seconds if you could see the screen for the spark.
Yes, sir. We see it.
All right. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Sit back. Let's get pumped, and let's see who the winner's going to be.
Let's get this crypto.
Let's get this crypto.
Let's get this crypto.
Oh, it's impossible for me not to fall in love with you, baby. Yeah. Well, it's got to be tonight, baby. Be tonight. It's got to be tonight. Yo, let's do it, baby girl. I gotta do it like that, y'all. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you love me tonight. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you love me tonight. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you love me tonight. No! Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Tell me that you love me tonight. Tell me that you want me. Tell me that you need me. Go ahead, baby. Tell me that you love me tonight.
And here we go, folks. Let's see who the winner's going to be. It is, man, what does it keep happening? Happened yesterday, too. I don't know if you guys recall. Let's switch screens. Let's go to the main screen of the D app. That's going to be right over here. And let's see as that go ahead and shows us the winner. Let's stop this one and wait for it to come on the other one here. There. All right. Let's wait for it to update a bit. Questions, comments, folks?
That song always gets me just singing at the top of my lungs like I'm in the shower.
And a good shower it is, and a great spark, 677.02. It's been won by the wallet ending in 5F69. They're a first-time winner, and they are officially in the Nitro Mo 2% boost. through the roof. Sheesh. Winner 211. Fantastic number. On a fantastic, positive day. Great balance. That's what we want, folks. It's a long-term investment. We want just a stable range. We'll work on the growth. We want to get to the 10,000. We want to get to the 20, 50,000 ARK Vault accounts. It's all ahead. But for right now, let's just get that stability. Let's get the shift in the mindset. The MVP, their wallet ends in 39. CB, we know who they are, 2,384. Or wait, no, that's not yours, Brandon. You are.
No, I got it. I'm happy. I'm fine to be bumped, but yeah, I got bumped down to second place. That's somebody must have bought a Max wallet or something.
Was that a sniper move? You think somebody's like, hey, wait, we're not letting Brandon have the spot.
Somebody sniped it. Hey, all good.
Oh man,
yeah, that's $800 buy that just came in before the Sparky.
There you go. Yeah,
let's go. Smart money, big whale moves. We love it. It's all coming right back home here to where it should be. Giving that sustainability to the ILC and liquidity. It is absolutely fantastic, folks. So let's keep on trucking and getting those buys in and holding the level. It's not a lot to ask for. I know we can do it. We're very powerful. We're very strong here in this community. Let's turn it over to our very own DeFi crypto expert on a day with a lot of information, FUD, mudslinging flying through the air. That's right. Poor CZ, the Binance Smart Chain, Coinbase. We're seeing black eyes everywhere here, folks. But I think we're calm, cool, and collected because the ARK is 10 steps ahead, folks. And we've taken the time to really analyze what's happening. The writing has been on the wall for quite a long time. It's easier to ignore it. It's just, the way I think a lot of people and a lot of developers, it's fine. We'll deal with it later. And then you see them scrambling and in a panic mode. And we did not want that to happen. But as it's unfolding, we are feeling the pressure to start, to speed that process up, in conjunction with, what we have to deliver first, of course. We have to get our on and off ramps plugged in. We have work to do on ArkNIC and DVPN, but we will squeeze in there the migration. It is absolutely vital and important. Welcome on board, Mr. Z.
Hello. Yeah, I'm going to go straight away into the mix. We finally had Gary Gensler speak a little bit, and his quotes are pretty interesting. So, yeah, let's read through this article here. So the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, says crypto is rife with hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists. Gary Gensler is stepping up his language amid a wider crackdown on the crypto industry, which intensified last week with a pair of fresh lawsuits, right? So what does he say? So he was at this Piper Sandler's Global Exchange and FinTech conference, and this is what he said about crypto when he was asked about it. He goes, with wide range non-compliance, frankly, it's not surprising that we've seen many problems in these markets. Then he goes on to compare it to 1920s flash crash, which is interesting because we've seen this story before. It's reminiscent of what we had in the 1920s before the federal securities laws were put in place. Hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes. The public left in line at the bankruptcy court. These alleged failures deprived investors of critical protection, including rulebooks that prevent fraud and manipulation, proper disclosure, segregation of customer assets, safeguards against conflict of interest, oversight of self-regulatory organization, and routine inspection by the SECs. He pointed out to the case against Binance, claiming that Sigma Chain, a Binance affiliate controlled by the Binance founder CZ, engaged in manipulative trading and conducted wash trading to fraudulently inflate trading volume. Then he goes on, I could go on, but in the market rife with fraud, abuse, and non-compliance, there are too many to list. We've also seen numerous companies before and after FTX blow themselves up, hurting countless investors in their wake, and as a result of bankruptcies of BlockFi, Celsius, FTX, Genesis, and other crypto firms, investors often are left lining in court. Yeah, this is the stuff. So at the same event, CEO. So then we had Novogratz who spoke at the same event. So Novogratz claimed that his company is planning to accelerate its plans to move offshore due to legislative stalemate. I'm sure Gensler was there listening to this as he spoke, right? He goes, companies like ours are looking at how fast we can move people offshore. The regulatory environment has made institutional crypto a difficult place to be. Late last month, Coinbase accused the SEC of deliberately ignoring its petition of rulemaking, which aimed to provide clarity and certainty regarding the regulatory treatment of the digital assets. So yeah, it just goes on and on and on about the same thing. But yeah, it was interesting to see what Gensler's take was on all of this. And then to have a second speaker, Novogratz, to go straight up front and say we're leaving America. It's not safe for institutional investors here, is an irony. So that's one sort of side of the till. The reason why we looked into those 12 crypto assets that the SEC lined up in the wake of both sort of cases with Binance and Coinbase, we've had sort of exchanges start to remove them. So it started with Robinhood. So the headline here is Robinhood moves to cut support for Cardano, Polygon, and Solana. So these were their quotes here. So they said, we regularly review crypto we offer on Robinhood. Based on our latest review, we've decided to end support for Cardano, Polygon, and Solana on June 27, 2023. Yeah. This introduced a cloud of uncertainty. So this is him talking about the two lawsuits here. This introduced a cloud of uncertainty around these assets, and as a result, our team has decided to end support for them. So yeah, this is why we sort of highlight these sort of things, because it does have a domino effect, and maybe this is what the SEC wanted. It wants these sort of headlines to be showing itself every single day of the week from here. So yeah, that's Gensler's side, Robinhood depegging. And now I want to show you the interesting side. So Kathy Wood from ARK Invest is in fact loaded up her crypto bags. So she's been buying the dips this week. So Kathy Wood's ARK load up crypto bags buys 19.9 million block shares. Just 8 days after buying 21 million of Coinbase shares, ARK Invest CEO Kathy Woods has started another $19.9 million in Block Incorporated. So yeah, ARK Invest Kathy Woods doesn't appear to have been swayed by recent crypto regulatory actions, buying another 20 million of Block Incorporated right after buying 21 million of Coinbase stock. So she kind of spoke about this on a Twitter page the last couple of days as well. So while many consider the lawsuit to have harmed the crypto firm, Woods recently told Bloomberg that the tougher charges laid against Binance may eventually work in Coinbase's favor. We have Binance under increasing regulatory scrutiny for more criminal activities, fraud being one of them. Therefore, we have the competition of Coinbase disappearing. So that's a good thing longer term for Coinbase. So that's how she sees the situation for Coinbase. So why would Bitcoin do well in these circumstances? It will do well because it's an antidote to counterparty risk in the traditional finance system. So that's another bullish segment towards BTC from Kathy Woods. So yeah, those are a few things. And then what else have we got? The last thing I'd touch on is Crypto.com. So Crypto.com suspends U.S. institutional exchange services. So where people were able to buy, you can say 250,000 plus per transaction, was a service that sort of aimed for, you can say, platinum cardholders and basically institutional investors. So Crypto.com will no longer serve institutional clients in the United States after the announcing the suspension of the service starting June the 21st. So now Coinbase will be sort of, their services for like card payment is still going to stay. Let me actually read this part. So a statement from Crypto.com noted that the platform's institutional users were given advance notice of things. Retail mobile applications and platform remains fully operational in the United States. So we're going to continue to be able to use our Visa debit cards and top them up as a customer. But yeah, institutional investment is sort of taken down now from Crypto.com this week. These are like complete signs that we're seeing a bunch of folks actually stop trading in the USA and also look to move abroad. And I think this will be the first week of many other sort of crypto firms and startups looking towards Europe and Middle East and Singapore and Hong Kong. But yeah, this is the unfortunate event with what's happening with the United States. I wish Gensler can kind of see the amount of institutional money now leaving the USA this year, especially at an election year. It's pretty sad. But yeah, apart from all of this, let's go check out Bitcoin price. So Bitcoin price is currently at 26,450. And yeah, I think this will stay in this range for a while until it takes its next leg lower here. So we'll see what normally it's a black swan event, right? It's this dip here that happened was because of the Binance sort of lawsuit, and then it sort of came back for the Coinbase dip here. So we'll see which event sort of takes it here, but we're going to see a bunch of volatility leading into the elections. But yeah, that concludes the DeFi session for today. Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you very much there, Z. I'm deep in the DMs and doing the work here. So let's go ahead and conclude today's podcast, folks. We want to thank everyone for coming out here today. A fantastic day, a very special day, as we have finally found our balance back. And now we need to keep it. We need to hold this level, and we need to do everything we can to stay positive and be ready. Contact those folks that were waiting around to see where we found our ultimate floor. We have ultimately found it. We're witnessing it, and we're rallying with the buys to maintain, which is so important. For the folks who are listening, thank you also for your participation. We hope you found it entertaining as well as educational, fun. And guys, it's a really, really fantastic day. We're very, very excited. Everything's coming together perfectly right on time. We're going to be back tomorrow, same time, 4 p.m. EST, 8 p.m. UTC. Please take care of each other, take care of yourself, and we'll see you tomorrow.